If you're watching this video, it's because you're awesome, and you're about to learn something that makes you even more awesome.
Do not skip fluid changes. Why? Well, there's dozens of reasons why you should not skip fluid changes. But let me just give you my top 3 reasons to not skip fluid changes. Number 1, filter. See this fabric in the filter? And that can catch a lot of contaminants, but there will still be some contaminants that are what we call fluid-borne. They stay in the fluid. If you get enough of these contaminants accumulated in this fabric filter, then the filter gets more and more restrictive. Then it starts starving your pump for fluid and the rest of your transmission, and that can cause a catastrophic failure. Definitely don't want that. Number 2, like I said, some of those contaminants are going to be fluid-borne. They're going to stay fluid-borne no matter how good your filter is. It can't catch everything. And there are additives in your fluid to try to keep those contaminants fluid-borne so that they don't stick to other components like this plastic thrust washer. Yes, there's plastic in your transmission. And good fluid, the additives are still working, keeps the stuff fluid-borne, and it doesn't deposit in the thrust washer. Not changing your fluid, it starts depositing in the thrust washer. This will happen to brass thrust washers as well. Also, those contaminants being in your fluid, you can just take one look at that needle bearing and know that it's not good to have contaminants in your fluid. It's not going to be good for that needle bearing. Number 3 is the fact that all the transmissions, this is a Ford, this is GM, aluminum valve bodies. So those valves are moving around in these aluminum valve bodies. And if these contaminants are still in your fluid, fluid is supposed to be in between the valve and the valve bore to make a protective layer to keep the metal from touching the metal. But when it's full of contaminants or it loses its viscosity, it'll either get thinner and thinner and less of a barrier between the metal to metal, or it's got contaminants going through it that are scratching up those surfaces, or both, and usually both is occurring. And so you'll get these valves will wear out the bore that they go in, and then your valve body is destroyed. Now if that happens to a pressure regulator valve, which on this unit is in the pump, or a throttle valve, which on this unit is right here, that could cause you to lose pressure, and the pressure that you need to apply the clutches correctly, and then you've got burn up clutches, burn up transmission. This can also occur to the electronic EPCs, electronic pressure control solenoids. They're even more susceptible to wear than the conventional valves in the valve body are. So either way, that is my 3rd and top number 1 reason why you've got to change your transmission fluid now. Number 1, so it doesn't destroy your pressure regulator valve or your valve body, and then that cascade failure into your transmission. Or start depositing things in your thrust washer, or restrict your filter, all of which will doom your transmission. So change your fluid right now. You go to the description and you'll find a link to fluid and filter kit. And once you get there, that of course is probably not going to be the fluid filter kit for your car, because I have no way of knowing which vehicle you have. But you can, once you get there, you can put in your vehicle information and find the correct fluid filter kit for your vehicle. You do not want to go and oil change place and get a flush. You want to do a conventional fluid filter change where you physically change the filter, get that filter out of there, and whatever contaminants it has trapped, get those out of there. You want the pan to be off of the vehicle so any contaminants that are in there can be cleaned out and not go back up into the transmission. And that is the best way to do it. Till the next video, get off the couch and get dirty.
Please do all vehicle repairs at your own risk. As a matter of fact, don't do vehicle repairs at all. You could end up burnt, bruised, or bleeding. The only safe way to do vehicle repairs is to pay someone else to do it. Welcome to Saneauto. We're so glad you're here. We don't just do repairs and tool reviews.
Bienvenida a Saneauto. Nosotros no solamente hacemos reparaciones de autos.
We also film hot rods and mod rods, project cars, classic cars, antiques.
Nosotros también filmea autos antiguos, mod rods, hot rods, cualquiera.
We also like to take you with us to the car shows and the cruise-ins, so make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell so you don't miss anything.
Me gustaría llevarte con nosotros a los cruise-ins y car shows. Entonces, empuja ese botón y toca de campaña para que no pierda nada.
Thank you for watching our videos. Many of the events, shows, and people that we feature support much needed charities.
Bastante de eventos que nosotros filmea soporta caridad.
Please take a child or a friend to one of these events and make sure that they're aware of all the good works that the great people of the car community do.
Por favor, lleva un niño o un amigo a los eventos para que sepa de buenos trabajos que hacen los coordinadores de evento. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.